Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to review of The Insulated World, the 10th record by the band Dir En Grey. Today we're celebrating the 5th anniversary of the record, so I decided to go back and see if it still holds up or not. I've already reviewed their record Vulgar recently, so go check that out. There I talk about how I found out about this band. Basically, my friend from Greece showed me their music back in 2011. It was before Doom Spiro came out. What else can I say? Demarove Bon, Ouroboros, Doom Spiro and Vulgar are my favorite records from this band. What I love about Dir En Grey the most is the lineup, because it never changes. It's always the same 5 people. Kyo on the vocals, Kaoru on the guitars, Dai on the guitars, Toshiya on the bass and Shinya on the drums. Dan Lancaster is responsible for mixing and Brian Gardner is responsible for mastering, and wow, just wow, you fucked up so much. The production on this record is so raw, like it's so muddy and not in a good way. Like it sounds like everything is just in dirt and there is no clarity. And why are you doing this? This stuff started on the previous record and it also continues on the next one. Why would you do such a shit production when your previous records like Doom Spiro for example had amazing production? I don't understand that at all. When it comes to the message, it's diverse. The songs are about personal struggles, relationship issues, war, society, depression, suicide, lots of various stuff. Structure of the tracks is mostly basic, standard intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, chorus, outro. Sometimes it's slightly shifted around and one of the tracks is more advanced. And the music could be described as a mix of progressive metal, alternative metal, alt rock, J-rock, even some nu metal here and there. The record starts with the song Keibetsu to Hajimari, and the first thing you want to notice about it is the drumming. It's there throughout the entire record. Shinya is just killing it. I love his groove, the speed, the intensity of his playing, just everything. Next is the bass rock, and it's audible. Toshiya is mostly following the guitarist, but sometimes he plays stuff on his own, which I truly enjoy. Then we have the guitar work by Kaoru and Dai. I must say that I love most of the guitar riffs here. They're crunchy, they have that evil sound to them, they're heavy, love the grooves, the more melodic stuff. The guitar solos are phenomenal, I love every single one of them. Yeah, nice work. And finally we have the vocals by Kyo, and well, he's one of the most versatile vocalists ever. I love his screaming and growling, that's always fantastic. Then we have the clean singing, and it depends on the song. Usually he sounds great, but sometimes his voice is just not for me. Also he sometimes does weird falsetto shit and weird noises like I'm like, what the hell is going on? It's mostly fun, but yeah, some of it just awful to me. But I still love him very much. Before we start talking about the songs, I just want to tell you that I saw this band live in 2018 when they were supporting this record, so I saw half of these tracks live and they actually sound better live, so go check them out if you can. They're an amazing live band. So when it comes to this opening song, Keibetsu, I just love the guitar riffs here, the bass work, the drumming. It has that slight old school nu metal vibe to it. The vocals, mostly great, but I don't enjoy some of the cleans, that weird noises, not for me. 9 out of 10, Devote My Life. Now this one is a banger from the instrumental standpoint, but I must say that it's a little bit too repetitive in some parts. The vocals, just amazing performance. 8 out of 10, Ningen Okaburo. Now this one, I love the music, but vocally the verses aren't that interesting to me, and the chorus is my favorite part of the song. So 8 out of 10, Celebrate Empty House. Yet again, the instrumental work is on point. I love how this song is so different from every other one here. The vocals mostly slap. It's a great song. 8 out of 10, Utafumi. Now this one, when it comes to the verses, it's so full of energy. I just love it, it's fantastic. But the chorus, it's just not for me. 7.5 out of 10. Rubbish Hip is amazing when it comes to the music. I cannot say a bad word here, but then we have the vocals, and there are parts in this song where Kyo is doing that weird voice, and and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? That is awful. Everything else on point, 7.5 out of 10. Aka is my favorite song on the record. I love its atmosphere, the vocal performance is so beautiful. For some reason I don't feel that this song is a masterpiece, it's not perfect, but it's the best one here. So 9.5 out of 10. Values of Madness. This song was the funniest one alive, because me and my friend, we are slightly tall people, we have almost 2 meters, and well, when they've played this song live, most of the people in the crowd were women and they were like short, so we stood out and Kyo saw us, and when he starts rapping in this track, it sounds so fucking funny that we started to laugh. And we laughed hard, and he saw that and he wasn't happy with it. Yeah, the rapping part in this song is the reason I love this track, because whenever it comes up and he's like, I'm like, this is the funniest shit I've ever heard. The first time I've heard it, I think I laughed and I cried from the laughing so much. But the music here is amazing. The vocals are mostly great, except that part with the rapping, because that one, wow, imagine Eminem doing that shit. 9 out of 10. Downfall. Now this is one of the heaviest tracks here. I love the guitar riffs, the drumming, the vocals, just good. It's a fun track, 8 out of 10. Followers is where the album starts getting a little bit tiresome. I do enjoy the music here, especially the guitar solo. It's my favorite one from the entire record, but the vocals leave a lot to be desired. It's just a decent track, 7 out of 10. Keigaku no Yoku, now this one has amazing heavy parts, but the more calm ones are a little bit too boring to me. It's a sad thing to say, but that's just how I feel about this song. It's good, I wish it was slightly shorter, 7 out of 10. And I could say the same exact thing about Zetsu Entai. This one is just too long and the boring parts are just not good, but the heavier stuff, mwah, just beautiful. 7 out of 10. And the final song on the standard edition, Ranunculus, it's just an average track. I don't like the intro, I don't like the music, and I don't like the vocals. They are good, like, you know, they're good, but I just don't like this song. I don't know why. When I first heard it, I was like, what is this? I don't want to be here. And when I heard it live, that feeling did not change. 5 out of 10. Now we have 7 bonus tracks and all of them are new versions of old school songs. The first one, Kigan. Now this one was previously on the third record from 2002, I think. And this version is just so worse compared to the original one. Like, the instrumental work, it's clearly not for me. It has a slight tribal vibe or oriental one. The vocals, great, but the music, yeah, just interesting. 7 out of 10. The deeper villainous, now this song is from the Maravei Bon, my favorite album, and I love the original version. The anger in the voice, the emotions, the music, the nu metal aspect of it. And this one, well, this one is not as good. I do enjoy that Kyo added growling to this version, but the production sucks compared to the Maravei Bon version, and the music isn't as punchy and angry as it's used to be. This song to me feels like pure anger, and this version doesn't have that. It's just great, but it has nothing on the original one, basically. 9 out of 10. Wake. Now this one is slightly different from the original version, it has different vibes, I would say. I prefer the original version because it has less effects, but this one has clearly the better vocal performance. 7 out of 10. Also, I forgot to tell you that Wake is from the second album, and Fukai is a track that didn't make the cut for Vulgar, and I love this new version. The vocals slap, same as the music. I actually think it's on the same level as the original one. 9 out of 10. Ash is a new version of a song from 1998, and I must say that I prefer the original version. While it doesn't have as good vocal performance as this one, I still think that the instrumental work was way better. But this one is fun to listen to as well. 8 out of 10. Beautiful Dirt. This is a song from Withering to Death album from 2005, and yet again I prefer the original one. Like, this one is fine, it has better vocals, but that's it. The production and the music doesn't sound as inspired as on the original track. 8 out of 10. And the final song, The 3D Empire, is a banger version. I do enjoy the production here, the drumming, the vocals, but I feel like the chorus, that screaming, isn't as impressive as it was on the original one. So yeah, this one is just great. Yet again, I prefer the original one. 9 out of 10. To sum it up, the consistency is various and the flow is digestible, replayability. Yeah, it's a good album. That's it. It's not great, it's not bad. The highlights of this one are Aka, Keibetsu to Hajimai, Utafumi, Values of Madness, Downfall, and Devote My Life. This is probably going to piss off most of the fans of this band, but I feel that after the previous record, they kinda lost themselves. They've started to sound just boring and predictable. Before that, every album was a journey. It had something different to offer, like Vulgar doesn't sound similar to The Marrow of a Bone. The Marrow of a Bone sounds completely different than Ouroboros, and Ouroboros sounds completely different than Doom's Prospero. And then we have the 2014 album. I don't know how it's pronounced, maybe Archer, I don't care. That one was fucking boring me to death. I did not enjoy it when it was released. It was very disappointing. And then this one came out, and nowadays I look more fondly upon the Insulated World because on its release date I fucking hated this one as well. The production is shit, it's garbage, same as on Arch. The music mostly sounds uninspired, and like they are lacking the spirit and the energy to carry on. Maybe this band should have disbanded after Doom's Prospero. Maybe that would be the best option. And also the newest record from 2021 or 2022. That one was also pretty forgettable. It wasn't great. So yeah, I just don't feel these new albums from Dir En Grey. I do love most of the music and the vocals, but they don't experiment as they used to, and the production just isn't on par with the music. That's it. But I still recommend listening to this record because why not? Celebrate yourself by spending it today. It deserves your love and attention. That's all from me, thank you for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, follow me on Instagram in the description, and I'll see you in my other videos. Also consider becoming a member so I can make you an album review or maybe a Doom MIDI cover. That's all, bye!